Hello, beautiful people. So this is a whole new video because some of you may have realized that I posted another video titled pretty much the same thing. I think I'll title this something similar. But either way, that one was also messages from your higher self, but I realized after like maybe 10 minutes of having the video up that part of the video was missing. So normally I keep a copy of the video just to make sure that everything is okay, and I only delete it if everything is uploaded, ready to go, and like everything is fine. But this time I deleted it for some reason. Like I just felt like deleting it, and I took that as a sign to just film an entirely new video and add another pile, because I already wanted to have 4 piles from the beginning, but I got really tired while filming the other one, so I decided to just post it with 3 because I didn't want to keep the channel like inactive for too long. I didn't want to keep you waiting for too long, but yeah, I had to delete the other video anyway. So I hope this one offers you a lot of clarity. There are some similar messages, but also the overall flow of the reading felt different to me. But yes, I hope this offers you a lot of clarity once again, and please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not every message may resonate with every single one of you. Trust your own intuition over mine or anyone else's. I will leave you to focus on which deck calls to you the most now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I will see you soon. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome. So if you skipped over the introduction, well, I actually haven't filmed the introduction yet, so I assume I'll talk about this, but in case I didn't, or in case you skipped over it, I will quickly explain. I actually filmed this video before and I posted it already, but I did a little thing where part of the video was missing, so I deleted it and I wanted to re-upload the original, but I realized that I'd already deleted it. Normally I would keep the copy of the video on my laptop until I was sure that it was okay, until I finished uploading it and all that. But this time I deleted it for some reason, and I took that as a sign that I should refilm this and post a completely new version of the video instead. So here we are. Let's get into it. I'm gonna start with oracle cards. We have Black Moon, Lilith, Mystery. I also saw the Saturn card, but it flipped back in, so we'll see if it comes out again. We have Leo, I Will, and Part of Fortune, Increase. I feel like some of you are needing to decide on something, but I feel like not all of you are aware that there is a decision, there is a choice that's coming up. For most of you, this feels like it relates to more than one thing. It feels like maybe a decision on your life path or something that means a lot to you, something that is really close to your heart. For some of you, I feel like you may have been in your comfort zone for a while. And what I mean by that is sometimes, for example, we get really comfortable in our healing. We get really comfortable just going within, keeping to ourselves, focusing on journaling or giving to ourselves, which is a beautiful thing. But at times, this can kind of become our comfort zone. It can make us feel stagnant. It can make us forget about other aspects of our lives. And this is not to indicate that this is what happened with all of you. It just feels like there is a need here to almost be more open for other things to come into your energy now, because I feel like you've been working really hard on yourself. Really, really hard. And I feel like some of you don't even see the progress that you've made. It doesn't have to be that you wake up one day and you feel great and you're never sad anymore and you can do anything. It doesn't have to feel like that. Healing doesn't work like that. It goes up and down, and it's messy. And that's okay. Just because sometimes, some days may feel worse than others, just because sometimes it goes up and down, or your mood changes, or you don't feel that great, it doesn't mean that you haven't made all this progress. And it doesn't mean that you shouldn't be proud of yourself. It almost feels like you might be a little too humble. And I feel like there is a very strong need here to recognize the strength that you possess, the power, the light that you radiate, that I'm sure other people can see, but it almost feels like you don't see it in yourself. You might see it in others very easily, but it feels like when it comes to yourself, you're not giving yourself enough credit. Now, back to this decision or choice energy that I was feeling, I feel like there is a decision coming up, or at least new doors opening up for you, new opportunities coming in, things that may stray from the current path that you're on, things that may be outside of your comfort zone, things that may feel unfamiliar. For some of you, this will be a new person, a new connection. For others of you, this might be a friendship. For others of you, this might be a change in career or passion, or something that you are pursuing in a practical sense. It feels like whatever wants to come in will bring a lot of benefits, will bring a lot of blessings with it. But it almost feels like your energy is not entirely open to this, because I feel like there might be self-limiting beliefs or a lack of courage, some fears and anxieties around what might happen or what these changes might bring. For some of you, if this is about a relationship, for example, it might be that some of you are afraid of detaching from this connection or releasing it, because it might feel like you're gonna lose it then. But the thing I'm getting is, well, I feel the need to say this like one tiny reminder. Nothing that is meant for you will pass you by. You're not going to miss out on anything that is meant for you. And even though I don't really like saying meant for, or this is meant to be, and all that stuff, this feels like that kind of energy. And if the current situations you are in are for you, then they will find you again. You're not going to lose anything that is meant to be in your life. And it feels like it might be that, like, if you go back to this past situation, it might not be looking the exact same. It might not be the exact same thing. It may have also gone through changes, but that's okay, because it feels like there is a need for change here. It almost feels like your current situation has become a little bit stagnant. It feels like you've already done everything that you can. This situation has given you everything that it currently can. That doesn't mean that it can't give you anything in the future. It just means that for the time being, you've kind of gotten it all. It feels like that kind of energy to me. But this doesn't have to relate to a relationship, and it doesn't have to relate to one situation in particular. This can also talk about you being at a place in your life where you are comfortable, where you're okay, but maybe you could do better, or you could strive for more. You could want more for yourself, and you should, because you deserve it. You are worthy of all of these opportunities, these blessings that want to come in. They are for you. They're not for someone else. They are for you. And I feel like it's important to realize that and embody that energy so that you are receptive to these opportunities. It's up to you whether you want to take them or not, whether you want to take action or not. But I do feel that taking action here might be very good for you. It almost feels like an energy of relief. Now I want to get some more oracle cards. I just saw the choice card, so I do feel there is a choice coming. Yeah, it's the one that got stuck on the table. We have nature. It feels like whatever opportunities are wanting to come in, whatever opportunities are wanting to find you, they feel very aligned with you on a very deep level. These feel like opportunities that will just feel right. They may be out of the ordinary. They may not be what you expect. If this is a person coming in, for example, they may be completely different to what you imagined. If this is a career opportunity, it might not be what you dreamed yourself doing in the future. But it feels like a very unexpected, but a very pleasant surprise. Something that is liberating. Vigilance, caution. With this clarifying the Leo card, which is the strength card in the tarot, I feel like some of you may have some ego talk happening, and it feels like your intuition is trying to let you know that it is okay, that you don't need to be afraid. And it's okay to be afraid, but you don't have to be, because it feels like change in this situation is not going to be dangerous. It might be difficult at first, it might not be the easiest thing, but it feels like it will be worth it. And it's okay to take your time as well to kind of come to terms with what you want to do. There is no rush, because to go back to my previous point, I thought about this, but now I'm not sure if I said it before. This happens sometimes when I channel, I just forget, but you're not going to miss out on anything that's meant for you. So there is no deadline, so to say. Now, if this is something with a real deadline, like a master's application, well, there's always next year, you know? It kind of feels like it will come back around. These opportunities will come back around. Maybe not exactly in the same form, but with the same energy, with the same purpose. Essentially, it's never too late to take action, and it's never too late to realize that you should strive for more, because you deserve more. And you deserve more, not because you've been working hard, not because you've been tired and just giving all of your energy, being productive. That's not why. You deserve these blessings just because you are you and you are here. And I feel like sometimes it's easy to forget that or let that slip away. We have law of resistance, which for me confirms that in your energy, there might be some kind of resistance to change without you even realizing. Bottom deck energy is external transformation. So I do feel that your external world is wanting to change, but the best way to instigate external change is to change within. Because as above, so below. As within, so without. For some of you, you may have been more in your yang energy, masculine energy, and this is only about energy. Nothing else. And your sun, your yang, your masculine energy, and it feels like it's maybe time to balance it out a little bit more. So that you are receptive to the opportunities that find you, and you have the energy, the space to go after them once they find you as well. Now I'm going to clear these so that we can get some tarot to clarify anything else that wants to come through. Your bottom deck energy in this deck was Virgo. Now it's not because I already shuffled them in, but just to point that out as well, because I don't remember if I said it. Some of you might be feeling a little bit restless, and it feels like maybe you've developed some habits to repress that energy or to distract yourself from it. This is not for everyone, but I'm really drawn to the flames and kind of the smoke that comes out every once in a while, and it made me think of smoking and similar habits to kind of, you know, distract yourself or release stress, whatever it may be for you. It feels like, yeah, right as I was thinking, we have the Five of Pentacles. It might be time to walk away from that. You know, who am I to tell you what to do? But it's kind of the energy. It's kind of something I felt, so. We have the Five of Pentacles again, but now in reverse. We have the Three of Swords in reverse. I do feel that healing may have become a comfort zone for a while. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Page of Wands. Make space for the manifestations that want to come in. They wouldn't be wanting to come in if you weren't ready. And it might take time to acknowledge that you are ready or to feel fully ready. But again, that's okay. There is no rush. And it's never too late. I know this is not the easiest thing to remember. Because there's so much happening in the world, and you know, there's social media, there is the news, and sometimes it's a lot. And sometimes it feels safer to stay in your comfort zone instead, where it's familiar and things aren't changing so rapidly. But it feels like now is your time to go out into the world again, to put yourself out there again. We have the Knight of Wands. I'm hearing it's time to get moving. Or well, get moving when you feel that the time is right. Because it feels like you're gonna have to move eventually, or the need for change or this restless energy will become so intense that there will be no choice but to move. We have Temperance. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse. There's definitely an energy here of you having slowed down or things not manifesting currently because there is no space for them to come in. Your energy feels, it doesn't feel like off or anything. It actually feels kind of peaceful but restless at the same time. It feels like peaceful on the surface but restless within. It's almost like something in your current situation maybe doesn't sit right with you. We have the Empress. Sorry if you can hear the people outside. Can we clarify the Eight of Swords in reverse? We have the Four of Pentacles. There's definitely a need here to open up more. And you may feel like you are open to opportunities, but it feels like there may be thoughts within, self-limiting beliefs, fears, anxieties, thoughts that you may not even recognize that you feed to yourself on the daily or at times. But it feels like there is a lot of abundance coming your way, a lot of abundance that wants to manifest for you. A lot of happiness. Bottom deck energy is the Ten of Cups as well, emotional fulfillment. One of my favorite energies. But you have to take a chance because it feels like maybe you're afraid of doing the wrong thing. Or you're afraid of going the wrong way, but you won't. So you gotta believe in yourself. You have so much power, so much light, so much beautiful energy that it would be a shame to not put that out in the world. Yeah, but let's get you some more cards. Actually, let me first quickly check if everything is on camera. Okay, we're good. Oh. We have 3. The Sustainer and the Castle. Okay, I feel like some of you might feel responsible to stay in your current situation. If this is talking about a relationship with someone, or just an energetic connection that you may have. It might be that you feel responsible towards them to wait for them or see this through, or kind of focus more on their energy. If this is about a family situation or a career, it might feel like you already made commitments to this situation before, so you have to keep staying in this situation, going in this direction, in this safe zone. But it feels like there is a need to truly see what you really want and what is best for you and what wants to come in for you. If you can dream it, you can have it. Look at it that way. This is a beautiful energy. I keep on hearing the word precious as well. I don't know if that means anything to anyone, but it's just ringing in my head. I also want to get you some of these. Okay, I'm just gonna take the top one. I'll put it like this. Oh, I didn't realize. Okay, so these got stuck as well, so we're taking all 3 of these. I will put them like this, and we'll start with this one. Close your eyes and feel yourself embraced by angelic wings of light. Feel the light dissolve your fears, concerns, and doubts, and fill your heart with peace and joy. Everyone is safe and all is well. There is no need for concern. Absolutely. Yes. I second this. The heart is the true seat of power, so just love everyone involved and all will unfold gracefully in its own time. An angel watches over you. With patience, love, and perseverance, all will work out fine. Be guided by the wisdom in your heart. And the final message we have is, you are protected by a higher power that also wants to help you. If the path seems blocked, there is a good cause. Take this as divine intervention, a sign from above, and wait. When the time is right, all flows with ease. This brings me back to what I was saying about how the current situation you might be in may not have any more to give to you right now, but that doesn't mean that it's just a door, a path that's closed forever. At least for most of you, it feels like it might be more a matter of timing. Might be a matter of this situation isn't serving you right now. But yes, this is all I have for you, my beautiful pile ones. Let me know if this resonated. If it did not, there could be a message for you in another reading or in another pile. So if you feel called to do so, definitely do check those out. I'm sending you so much love, so much light. Take care and bye. Hello, my beautiful pile twos, and welcome. So I am refilming this video. This is different from the version I posted yesterday, I think, or whenever I end up posting this. This is different. This is a new video. Okay, that's my point. But yes, let's get into it. We have Cancer, I feel. We have Void, of course, Moon, Missing, and we have Venus, Love. The first thing I'm getting is this won't be for everyone, but I feel like some of you might be holding on to resentment around a specific situation in your past. someone that may have wronged you, or a situation that you weren't treated right in. And you have every right to feel this way. This isn't to say you shouldn't feel this or that or anything of that sort, but one thing I am feeling called to say is holding on to feelings that are toxic, that are negatively charged, won't do anything to the person that wronged you, but they will eventually start poisoning you. And this doesn't mean that, of course, like, it's a lot easier said than done to let go of negative emotions that we hold on to. But it feels like there is a very abundant, very beautiful energy waiting on the other side of that door for you. I feel like there has been some kind of betrayal or walking away or a heavy emotional separation in your recent past. It doesn't even have to be that recent. Like, whatever recent means to you, whatever energies are still relevant to you, that's what I mean when I say recent. It feels like this may have really, like, thrown you off balance, confused you, and really, it feels like it was exhausting. And I feel like this is for those of you who are still in this process of healing. Because I'm seeing this sequence here of feeling very confused, very deeply connected to a situation, feeling very hurt by something, but then kind of deciding to walk away from this energy, to move on from it, to realize that staying in this energy isn't serving you anymore. And then we get to this beautiful Empress energy. This is all about recognizing your power, standing in it, letting everyone know as well, kind of letting it show in your energy that you know your worth, you know you are incredible, you know you are amazing, and you know you're deserving of all of the blessings that will inevitably come find you. This sequence is like what I'm getting for this pile. So if this doesn't sound like you, I would pick another pile or maybe look into another reading. But if this does sound like you, stick with me and we will get some more cards and see what your higher self, the universe, spirits, angels, guardians, whatever you feel more comfortable calling it. We'll see what message wants to come through. Okay. Ooh. Confidence. Well, I guess actually I can put them like this. We have the law of unity and we have law of balance. I feel like switching these. I don't know why, but I just do. So we will. You're moving into, or you are already, depending on where you are in this sequence, I do feel like there is a bit of a mix here in terms of where you are. And one thing I'm getting is another pile may have messages for you as well. I don't know which one, but that's just something that's coming through as well. But let's get back into this energy. This part of this spread is very powerful. It's an energy of being sure of yourself, knowing what you deserve and not settling for anything less. This is the part of the sequence where we are balancing our energies, where we're figuring it out, where we're understanding why some endings had to happen, why we were in certain situations. It's kind of this energy of understanding, figuring it out, healing. And this is kind of, I would say, an ending, but also the beginning of this cycle. Ending as in, I feel like this is, I don't know why it's so hard for me to put this into words. So I feel like the energy here is representative of when there may have been a separation, a painful ending, something that threw you off balance. With this confidence energy, it almost feels like some of you may have felt like you weren't worthy of love, of abundance, and all of these beautiful energies for a while because of this past experience. It does feel like this may have opened up deep wounds in you, and I do feel that regardless of where you are in this sequence, this is where it leads to. Because this is who you are, essentially. You are a powerful being of light. You are strong. You are abundant. You are deserving of happiness. Just because you're here, not because of the achievements you have or the work you've put in or the good that you've done. You deserve it because you are you. For some of you, I feel like there is a need to not be so hard on yourself. I feel like some of you might still be in an energy of mending your perception of the past, and mending your perception of yourself as well. It feels like if you were in a toxic dynamic in the past with someone else or an unhealthy situation, it feels like it may have also damaged your relationship with your own self. And it feels like you're building yourself up again. You're creating yourself again and moving into this energy of the Empress. The Venus card is the Empress in the tarot. Regardless of gender, this is a very abundant, very heavily manifestational energy for me. It's an energy of creation, of creating what you imagine, what you dream of, what you want for yourself, and claiming it as your own as well. But yes, let's get you some tarot to look into what messages want to come through. I feel like there is, first of all, a lot of encouragement here and a lot of support on your journey, because you are loved and you are supported no matter what. Oh, and we have Cancer, we have Taurus, and we have Libra. These signs could be significant, but they don't have to be. Now let's see what messages want to come through. We have the Hanged Man in reverse, the Five of Pentacles. Something in your past may have made you feel left out in the cold, and it's time to change the narrative around that story if that is something that's still in your energy. We have the Hermit in reverse. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Ooh. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Really interesting because we have a lot of the same cards as pile one. But the story for me is different. But if you did feel called to pile one, you may want to watch that one as well. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Oh my god, literally the exact same cards. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse. We have the Four of Swords in reverse, and we have the Knight of Swords. Don't be afraid to tell the universe exactly what you want. You're not asking for too much. You're just allowed to have this much. Bottom deck energy is the Ace of Pentacles. I do see, we have the Lovers in reverse. We have the Six of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Chariot. For some of you, you are manifesting a partner. But it feels like your energy needs to have space for this first. It feels like first there is a need to leave the past behind, to fully and truly disconnect. Because sometimes we'll still feel very deeply connected to situations. We won't let go of them, but we will tell ourselves that we did. We'll tell ourselves we don't care anymore, but we will still check up on the situation. Which is okay. There is no rush in processing your feelings and healing, but it feels like there may have been a false ending here for some of you, that you may tell yourself that you're over it, that you don't care about it anymore, but you might still be going back and looking at tarot readings or, you know, looking them up on social media or asking people about them. And I feel like this has to do with kind of healing your thoughts around this situation as well, if this does relate to a past relationship, which for most of you, I do feel that it does, because, or it just feels like there was a heavy, difficult ending, like a painful ending here that changed your perception of a lot of things. And that taught you a lot of things as well. It feels like maybe you were giving a lot of love into a situation that wasn't giving you much back. And this isn't to say that we should give love only to, like, because we expect to receive it back, or we should do things because we expect something in return. That's not to say that, but it feels like there was something off about the dynamic, something that wasn't equal, something that wasn't reciprocated fully, something that wasn't mutual, and you do deserve better. And you know this already. I know you know this. But it's about embodying that energy as well. I do see similarities here between pile one and this one, but this energy is very much about speaking up for me, standing up for yourself, speaking up, and cutting ties, like, fully with any energies that don't serve you, because I do feel that for some of you, you might still be carrying this old energy into your present. I want to get you some of these oracle cards. Blessings. Flow. And freedom. You need to set yourself free from this old energy, from thoughts that are not helpful, from patterns that may be bringing you back into the energy of the past when you should be moving forward, when you should be leaving it behind. You need to take control of your situation. Because it almost feels like some of you might be giving your power away a little bit without even realizing it. I also want to see what comes through from this deck. We have the dead end. Yeah, there needs to be a clear-cut ending, a full separation of energies here. And I know this is a lot easier said than done. And I know it might be a frustrating process as well. But you're very strong and you're very powerful. And you shouldn't let anything that isn't deserving of your energy to take from you. I just dropped a few cards. For some reason, I'm getting that some of you are manifesting someone creative. As a side note, we have the flame. Can I get one more card? Some of you are manifesting a fire sign. Like, I was kind of thinking of fire, which made me think of creativity and creation, and then we got the flame. I'm not going to say the other thing that this card probably makes you think of. That's up to you. But we also have the mirror. And we have the one. And I'm taking this card like more of an energy of, I do feel that you are manifesting someone for most of you. After this ending happens, this true ending happens, I do feel you are manifesting someone that is a match to your energy. With the mirror. And with this moon image as well. This feels like a deep connection that you actually can nurture. And it feels like the other person will match this energy as well and will see the value of this connection with you. Yeah, this card just flipped out again. I was just shuffling to see if there's anything else that wants to come through, but I guess we'll leave it at that. Let's get you some advice. Oh. Something you love may be coming to an end, and it's only natural for you to be saddened. However, this ending also provides a new beginning. All unfolds for your highest good. Life is full of transformation, and with a new beginning comes a new chapter in the story that is you. I feel like that really connects to the energy I was feeling on this side in general, on the left. This almost feels like a timeline to me. And I don't really read in timelines. I prefer not to often, like I avoid it as much as I can, but this really feels like a little bit of a timeline. Not in the sense of like July, August, September, but more in the sense of just progression. We also have, tune into the subtle and divine force within me, and you shall sense the subtle and divine force within yourself and all living things. Over the coming days, there's a heightened sense of spiritual connection with Isis, goddess of motherhood, magic, and fertility. Is there anything else that wants to come through? Any other message for my beautiful pile twos? Okay. From your soul's perspective, this life is just a page in the never-ending story where you and those around you all have a specific role to play. Yet, remember, this role is not the real you, for you are much more than your personality and current circumstances. Your true immortal self cannot be defined. Yes. But yes, this is all I have for you, my beautiful pile twos. Let me know if this resonated. If it did not, there could be a message for you in another reading or in another pile. So if you feel called to do so, definitely do check those out. I'm sending you so much love, so much light. Take care and bye. Hello, my beautiful pile threes, and welcome. So I posted a video either yesterday or maybe a few days ago. I don't know when I'll end up posting this one, but I am refilming all the piles and maybe adding another pile, we'll see, because I actually lost the video. Like, I deleted it, I didn't lose it. I deleted it because I thought it was done and it was fine, and normally I would keep the video, like keep a copy of the video until I'm sure that everything is okay and the video works fine. But this time I deleted it for some reason, and the version I uploaded was missing some of the footage. So I decided to just take this as a sign that I was supposed to film this video again from the start. So that's what we're doing. So welcome to your reading. Let's see what your higher self has to say today. North Node, life's purpose. This is the 10 of Cups in the tarot. Ooh, all right. We have Jupiter, abundance, the Wheel of Fortune, and Uranus, genius. This is a beautiful energy. We have the Tower, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the 10 of Cups. One thing I'm hearing is, for some of you, your idea of what true happiness is changing. In the past, for some of you, you may have based your happiness on external things, other people, other situations, material success, having a successful career, whatever that may mean for you. It feels like your idea, your understanding of a true emotional fulfillment, true happiness is shifting, and it feels like it's becoming more independent. It feels like it's coming to a place, or it's already in a place where it's a lot more dependent on you and your internal state. And your relationship with your own self. It feels like you're in a place where you recognize as above, so below. I do feel that there is a very spiritual energy to you, a very, very, very connected energy. Like, my eyes are just, if you could see me right now, I'm literally just staring at the same spot and I'm speaking without moving. And this only happens when the energy kind of knocks me off my feet. I feel like you have a very powerful energy, very intuitive as well. One thing I'm hearing is that you need to focus more on developing your abilities. I don't like saying abilities. I also don't like saying talents. Like when it comes to clairaudience or clairsentience, I don't like saying, I don't know why. I don't like kind of labeling these things because I feel like they're very subjective, very personal. But whatever spiritual gifts you may have, maybe that's a better way of putting it, but maybe not. But either way, you get what I mean. And whatever, it feels like now is the time to hone in on these abilities, to evolve them, to level them up, to almost destroy any past beliefs, any perspectives that were limiting you in any way, shape, or form about the universe, about your own self, about your life, about relationships, about love, about friendships, anything really. It feels like you're moving into a very spiritually connected energy, or you're already embodying this. I feel like you may have, for some of you, you might be into reading tarot cards, or you might have a part of you might have like psychic abilities. You might be in a position where you can inspire people and help others see situations, things, anything from a different perspective as well. It feels like communication and communicating with your knowledge is important to you in this cycle right now. It feels like with the third house coming out as well, there is an energy of sharing your knowledge with the people around you, or maybe you have a community of people that you can share your knowledge with. But this very much feels like you have a lot of wisdom, and you have the ability to inspire other people with this wisdom, to pass this on to other people, to pass on this deep spiritual knowledge to other people as well. We have Moon Soul. I cut the deck in half. This is the High Priestess. I feel like you're very perceptive, very good at interpreting energies, at reading people's energies, and there's just a lot of wisdom to you. A lot. More than like, it feels like it goes beyond this lifetime. And I don't really have my head wrapped around past lives and all of these concepts yet, but I do feel the need to say it feels like your knowledge goes beyond this lifetime. And your wisdom. And we also have Saturn Truth as your bottom deck energy, so I do feel that you have evolved a lot on this journey in this lifetime. It feels like you may have had a lot of difficult experiences, a lot of difficult lessons that just showed up, that you had to learn, that you had no choice but to learn and understand and integrate. But it feels like now you're moving out of these heavier energies and moving into a place where you're able to just be happy and enjoy life and be present and feel good, feel really good. But let's see. I also just got the deck in half again, and we have third house messages coming out too. You may have a spiritual connection with a specific person, a very deeply spiritual connection that you have been learning a lot of lessons through, but we'll get into it. We'll see what comes through around that as well. I want to get some more oracle cards first. Some of you may be discovering what you want to do with your life. We have Source. Some of you might get messages through music from your guides, spirits, angels, guardians, whatever you feel most comfortable calling it. We have Law of Movement. There's definitely some kind of shift that is coming your way, and it feels like this is because you have transformed your inner world, your inner energy, and we have reconciliation. For some of you, there is a reconciliation coming in. And I feel like you may have been waiting for this for some time. You may feel like you have your head wrapped around this, you know what's going to happen, or you may feel that your intuition already has given you all the answers, but it feels like this is still gonna knock you off your feet and kind of still come in at an unexpected time, in an unexpected way. I'm not gonna take these, but we will look at them. We have Family, Law of Grace, Wonder, and Envy. One thing I am getting is some of you may have energies around you that are not entirely helpful. Some people, some connections, some relationships. A little bit of jealousy maybe. And it's important to protect your energy from these people. Not in a way that affects you negatively, not in a way where you like, I don't know, yell at them or anything, but more in a way of just accepting that that is who they are, that is the energy they want to embody, but you're going to set your boundaries because you respect your own energy and you know how to differentiate between situations where, yeah, I just got the deck and we have Law of Clarity. It feels like you can differentiate really well between situations that are deserving of your energy versus situations that are not. And I cut the deck in half again. We have Law of Intention. I feel like this makes me think of reconciliation again, but almost like this cycle will also teach you a lot and will have some kind of higher purpose. We have the number 7 twice as well, and it is my lucky number, so I always take that as a good sign. We have a 7 here as well, 4 plus 3. So there's that, but let's get into tarot to see what else wants to come through around this situation. We have the 3 of Cups. You're surrounding yourself with the right people, or you're coming into a place on your journey where the right people will find you. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse, the King of Cups, I feel like some of you already know who you want to pursue or who you want to be with. Some of you may not have even like gotten to spend a lot of time with this person in the physical. Oh, I just dropped the card again. We have the Six of Wands in reverse, and we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. For some of you, there might be a third-party situation in your current energy. This can be on your side or on a counterpart side. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse as well. We have Temperance in reverse. Okay, one thing I'm getting, this won't be for everyone, so only take this if this resonates. But if you are feeling very spiritually connected to someone, but you're also kind of doubting this connection, you're doubting your intuition, you might have this need to, there might be a need to differentiate between what energies, what thoughts, what beliefs are coming from your ego and what thoughts, beliefs, understandings are coming from your intuition, because the ego is very loud. It will make itself heard because it might be panicking, or it might be distressed, it might be anxious, and it will want to protect you. So it will feed you thoughts that may not entirely be helpful in understanding the full picture of a situation, but it might be helpful in keeping you safe or making you feel safe in one way or another. Now, the reason I am saying it's important to differentiate between your intuition and your ego is because I feel like for some of you, you're not sure about the nature of this connection, or whether you are connected to this person, or whether your attachment to this person is coming from a place of intuition and inner knowing and inner judgment, or whether it's coming from a place of insecurity or fear or anxiety. Whatever it may be for your specific situation, I feel like there will be a moment of judgment where you may realize that the person you had on your mind may not be who you think they are. And if that's the case, I feel like you will know who the person is for you, or what kind of energy you are seeking. It just feels like some of you may end up crossing paths with someone you weren't expecting to. For some of you, I feel like your intuition is accurate and you already know it and you're not questioning it. And it's okay to question your intuition, even if you do believe that it's correct. I mean, sometimes I question my own intuition. That's perfectly okay. It doesn't mean that you don't know what you're doing or you're wrong. It's just normal. It's human nature to question things, to doubt things. But it feels like for some of you, there might be more to this doubt than just, just it being human nature. There might be another reason. And it might be because there is someone that you may not expect manifesting for you. I do feel that there is a divide in the energies here. I also felt this the first time I filmed pile 3 for my previous video, but now it's coming through a little bit more different, the energies for me at least. But essentially you are the best, essentially you are the best judge of your situation. I'm only bringing this up because it feels like some of you may already be doubting your intuition for a good reason. But if you are not doubting your intuition at all, don't let this make you doubt it. Ooh. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It really does feel like your understanding of happiness has shifted, but it also feels like some of you do have some interference through the ego when it comes to your intuition. So it feels like that is a blockage to manifesting this 10 of Cups energy, this emotional fulfillment. It feels like some of you may have attachments to the wrong situation. Well, I shouldn't say wrong, to a situation that may not be entirely helpful on your journey, or to a situation that may not entirely sit right with you, but maybe you still feel an intense connection to this person. But I feel like what's important here is to go within and to look into the reasons why and where this connection is coming from. Is it from your intuition? Is it from a place of inner knowing? Is it from your heart? Or is it from a place of fear or doubt or confusion? With the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Cups in reverse, these are very opposing energies, which is why it feels to me like some of you might be doubting your intuition, or your intuition may be trying to say something, but your fears or anxieties may be calling out louder, so you might be hearing those instead. I cut the deck and we have the World, so I do feel that there is definitely a new beginning coming in for you, a new chapter. And I do feel like it's gonna be a chapter where you recognize how emotionally fulfilling your life can be. Because I feel like for some of you, you've settled for less in the past. But you will see, I feel, what a truly mutual, truly powerful, a true energetic match connection can be. Okay, now let's get you some more oracle cards to see if there's anything else that wants to come through. That's a lot, but we'll take it. Bottom deck energy is the Stone. Yeah, I do feel, I'm really drawn to the eyes, all the eyes like in these images. I feel like there is, for some of you, a need to differentiate between, again, your intuition and your ego, because it feels like it feels like some of you may have been overthinking about this a lot, and you may not be able to shake this energy off. But it almost feels like for some of you, this might be self-induced. But for others of you, I feel like you already know, like, so you're not, I feel like some of you are not even questioning it. And that's a good thing, because that will often mean, if you have that inner knowing, that comfort, that kind of peaceful feeling, then more often than not, it will be your intuition. But for some of you, it almost feels like some perspectives or some details of your situation are out of reach because you're not looking the right way, or you're not looking at the right place. That's what's coming through. And suddenly my brain just kind of froze. So that's why I'm getting this energy of blockages. It's like something can't flow easily. The stone flipped out again. Some of you may have to choose between, some of you may have like options as well, and maybe for some of you this is an energy of figuring out which connection or situation to pursue. I want to I cut the deck and we have intuition coming out. There's definitely a need here to connect with your intuition more if this isn't something that you feel you have been doing fully. And there is no set path to connecting with your intuition. For some, it might be that naturally you're more inclined to be connected to your intuition, and for others it might be through meditation, through writing, or journaling. Is it called auto writing? I'm not sure what it's called, but for me that is a very helpful method to kind of just meditate and write without really thinking about it. I was trying to get another card, but nothing is coming out, but we do have this as your bottom deck energy, emotions. There is a need to differentiate between what is stemming from your emotions and what is stemming from your intuition. And I cut the deck and we have hope, which is a beautiful energy. Because I do feel that regardless of who this person ends up being for you, you are manifesting a very spiritual connection, a very powerful counterpart that will match your energy. A connection that will bring about a lot of wisdom as well, where you are celebrated and you have the opportunity to celebrate a lot with the people around you as well. This feels like a crowded cycle in your life almost, like there are people around you that really match your energy. And if this hasn't manifested yet, know that it is coming to you. Now let's get you some of these messages. Oh. We have a passion. Well, actually, let me just put these away first. This is the image. And the message is, passion reignites, and within the flawless patterns of each other's soul, you discover inner peace. You are caressed by each other's love, and this unfolds as endless blessing. Place no restriction on one another. Be firmly grounded within each other's soil, but allow enough space for your branches to sway freely, so that you each may dance to the song of your own spirit. This is counterpart energy. This deck is not the romance one. I don't know what that one is called, but there's another version of these cards that are about like relationships and connections and romance. But this one is about the self, but there are a few that talk about counterparts or other people that may be in your energy as well, and this is one of those. I don't know how many there are, maybe like I've seen 2, I think, but yes, I just wanted to point that out as well. Beyond the light of this world, there is an inner light that always shines bright. Close your eyes and be guided by your inner light. Feel it flow through your entire body, your thoughts and emotions. Feel it relax and heal every part of you. Listen to the immortal dialogue between your soul and spirit. This is the never-ending story of you. Allow your imagination to drift beyond the horizon. Beyond time, there is a world of dreams without limits, full of magical ideas, a world just waiting for you. But this faraway world is not so far, it is inside your heart, and all it takes to get there is a dream. I was just trying to see if there's anything else that wants to come through or any other deck that calls to me. But I think this is all I have for you, my beautiful pile 3s. Let me know if this resonated. If it did not, there could be a message for you in another reading or in another pile. So if you feel called to do so, definitely do check those out. I'm sending you so much love, so much light. Take care and bye. Hello my beautiful pile 4s and welcome. So in the previous version of this video I posted, there was no pile 4, but I decided to add another pile because I initially already wanted to add another pile, but I got really tired and I wanted to post. But yeah, I ended up missing a part of the video anyway, so, and I deleted the video before I could like fix it and re-upload it. So I took that as a sign to just film this again, and also add another pile. So here we are. Let's see what messages want to come through for you. We have Neptune, Sacrifice, Grand Cross, Provoker, Moon, Soul, and we have Grand Trine, Blessings as well. This is a very watery energy. We have Cancer and Pisces mainly. I feel like you are in a healing cycle, and I feel like the energies around you currently might be very difficult. They might be very heavy. They might be very tiring and draining, but the most important thing that you need to know is that you are on the right path. Just because it's taking time, just because it's not easy, just because it's tiring and exhausting and sometimes really frustrating, it doesn't mean that you are doing the wrong thing. I feel like some of you have made a choice to walk away from a situation that wasn't serving you, or someone else might have walked away or made you feel abandoned or kind of up in the air in some way. And I feel like for some of you this may have kind of awakened you spiritually. You may have been triggered into some kind of spiritual awakening, and spiritual awakenings are confusing because they usually lead to you looking at things from a whole new perspective, changing a lot of ideas and thoughts and beliefs that you may have had in the past. I feel like you are evolving so beautifully. But that doesn't mean it's easy, and I understand that, because I can feel kind of this fragile energy. And one thing I feel called to say is, if you need to cry it out, cry it out. There's nothing wrong with showing emotion. Part of healing, the first step to healing, to, you know, growing from the pain, is understanding where it hurts and why it hurts. And then it's about feeling it too, in the sense that you can't be thinking, I was very hurt by this situation. Okay, so now I will move on. If you just kind of try to rationalize everything, it may not always work. Sometimes you really just need to cry it out. Sometimes you just need to scream. And that's okay. Just because you're feeling a lot and you don't know what to do with your emotions doesn't mean that you're in the wrong. It doesn't mean you're doing the wrong thing. It doesn't mean you're stuck. It just means that you need to express your emotions first and let them flow through you. Because I feel like some of you in this pile might be holding on to the pain. And that's not to say that you want to do this or not. And this isn't to blame you or anything at all. This is perfectly okay and understandable, because we often don't know what to do with our feelings or don't know what to do with the pain. And it's okay if it takes you time to figure it out, because as cheesy or overused as this may sound, time does help heal wounds. But that doesn't mean only time heals wounds. It means there's also identifying the emotions, processing the emotions, letting them flow through you, feeling them freely, sitting with your emotions sometimes. Even if it just means sitting and staring at a wall for an hour, trying to figure out how to feel. Do whatever you need to do. You have time, you have space. All you need to do right now is give to yourself and do what's best for you. This doesn't mean that you should seek other people necessarily, in the sense that, for example, if someone from your past has hurt you, this doesn't mean that you need to get revenge, or it doesn't mean that you need to get closure from them. This for me is an energy of giving yourself your own closure and kind of moving up to a bird's eye view of what may have happened here in the past, why things may have happened, why things may not have worked out. And it's important for you to know that whatever may have happened in your past, for example, if someone didn't treat you right, that says nothing about your value. It says nothing about your worth. It says nothing about you. It says a lot about them. It says a lot about where they might be coming from, the kind of wounds they may have, the kind of trauma they may be carrying. And this isn't to justify their actions or anything at all. The only reason I'm bringing this up is because I feel like it's very important for you to know that whatever happened here is not your fault. It's not because you're not good enough. It's not because you're not worth it. None of that is true. You are incredible. I feel it. You're very powerful, but I feel like for most of you, you might be more new to spirituality, or you may be just starting off on your spiritual journey, on your healing journey. But you have so much potential. I think you're very intuitive as well, but it feels like this is still developing for most of you. It may still be hard to differentiate between intuition and kind of external influences to what may be coming through your intuition. This for me is a process of evolving and insane growth. And it will be worth it in the end. I have a quote that's like that I want to say, but I can't remember the exact words. Oh, okay, here it is. Suffering ends where meaning begins. And this was something that helped me a lot on my own healing journey when I first got into spirituality and kind of awakened to all this, I guess. That was something that was very helpful for me. And I often found myself kind of going back to that thought. So maybe it might be helpful for some of you in your situation as well. But I want to get some more oracle cards now to see what else wants to come through. Some of you may have someone new that you're talking to. And the advice I'm getting here is to not rush into anything before you know that you're ready. You don't need to rush into anything. You don't have to feel like this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, or that you don't need to feel like you need to be over what happened in your past already. You need to do things in your own time. There is no set deadline. There is no set schedule to your healing. You make it up as you go. And I feel like that might be something that's important for you to remind yourself sometimes. Can we clarify Neptune, please, universe? Or just any card you want to give us. We have calm. Society. Solitude. This is definitely spiritual awakening energy. I'm also getting Virgo, because I'm thinking of the Hermit from this energy. Law of love. Self-love is coming through very strongly. Bottom deck energy is inner transformation. Absolutely. This solitude, this time that you're taking off, and solitude doesn't have to mean that you just stay at home, don't talk to anyone, just mind your own business. It doesn't have to mean that. But it does talk about a process of going within, doing introspection, maybe journaling, maybe meditating, maybe going on a hike, maybe connecting with nature every day, maybe painting to express your emotions. It's just about giving yourself time to process things in your own time as well. But it doesn't mean disconnecting from everything else in your life. It doesn't mean disconnecting from other people. But it means giving yourself enough space to go through this inner transformation. I'm getting butterflies, butterfly energy very strongly. And butterflies for me talk about deep transformations. Deep inner transformations that end up changing our outer world, outer reality in such an intense, beautiful way. And that's the energy I'm getting for you. With this law of love, I feel like your understanding of love languages, of give and take, I feel like these things are shifting as well. And although this cycle may have been difficult, this situation, this energy you're moving out of may have been very difficult, and it still might be, you're headed in a beautiful direction. I know sometimes it feels like it's never going to change and that it's never going to get better, and I know it's confusing sometimes. I know it's frustrating, but you are growing. It might be a slow process. Often when things are moving slowly, it's hard to see the movement, but you are moving forward. You are not stuck. I feel like that's important for you to remember as well. And you are surrounded by love. You are. I hope you know that. I really hope you do. Okay, but I want to get you some tarot now. Don't let yourself get discouraged by what other people might be saying, or what other people might be going through, or what other people might be embodying. Because in your energy, this feels like a mix of maybe sadness and like loss and grief. And it's okay to feel this way about it, because for some of you, I feel like maybe other people are telling you how to feel about this, or they're wanting to. But you're allowed to feel whatever you want. And nobody can tell you what to feel or what you should feel. I just saw the Ace of Cups, but we'll see what comes out. We have the Magician in reverse. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Virgo or Gemini energies could be significant. We have the Queen of Swords. I'm hearing nobody can fool you. We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. This is a time for you to prioritize yourself. You don't need to seek anything on the external. You can, but I feel like if you feel responsible for other people, for other people's healing, or for other people in general, know that it's okay to kind of pull your energy back to yourself more. You need your own energy as well. You need your own love. You need your own attention. We have the Tower. I feel like some of you may be feeling like this ending was just the ending of everything. But it feels like with the Tower and the Ten of Swords in reverse, there's a need to change the narrative around this ending and understand why it may have needed to happen. The Nine of Pentacles, this is about recognizing your worth, your potential, what you're deserving of, and cutting off any energy that doesn't match that. No exceptions. Can we clarify the Three of Pentacles? Thank you. We have the Page of Wands. I feel like this card came out in every pile, or maybe not. I'm not sure now. We have the Sun, and we have the Nine of Wands. Now is the time to focus on what you want and to kind of create an outline of the relationships that you want to call into your life, the kind of people that you want to attract. Now is the time to connect more with the universe as well. I cut the deck and we have the Hierophant. I feel like this is a very spiritual time for you, a time where you go within, where you connect with the universe more, where you build a relationship, a connection with your higher self. With the sun coming out, this is such a beautiful energy, because although this is the Nine of Wands and it's typically like maybe not the most positive card in this deck, it's insanely positive for me. It feels like this process will reignite your passion for life, for the things you love, for the people you love, for yourself. And that's such a beautiful energy. It might be tiring, it might be exhausting, but it will be absolutely worth it. We have the Star as your bottom deck energy. So Aquarius could be significant, Leo could be significant, Scorpio could be significant, but they don't have to be. We also had Taurus with the Hierophant. Let's get you some more oracle cards. I want to see what else comes through. I just saw the shadow, so you might be in a place where you are doing shadow work, but we'll see what comes out. Oh my god, what's happening? Ooh. We have the Vision. Acknowledge the progress you've been making and how far you've already come, even if it doesn't feel like it's too far. I also dropped a card. We have the Orphan. Some of you may feel left out in the cold or alone, and I feel like this is a sign to connect with your inner child, to surround your inner child with love, to communicate with it, to let it speak to you. In any way that feels comfortable to you. This might be through meditation, this might be through mirror work, again, journaling, or just even imagining a conversation with your inner child. For some of you, this situation may have triggered other past wounds, and it might be overwhelming to deal with right now. So take it one step at a time. There is no rush. You have time. And we have the Sword. I feel like you're getting to a place where bottom deck energy is the thread. I do feel that there is a need to cut ties with any energies that are not serving you right now at this moment in time. There might be people around you that are taking from you and not really, and you may not be in a place to give, and that is perfectly okay. You don't owe anything to anyone, but you do owe it to yourself to take responsibility for your own healing. And I cut the deck and we have the Healer. I love this card so much. I don't know why, but it just has a beautiful energy. And I have a necklace that kind of looks like this that I am wearing right now. And it just, for me, is a reminder of you're carrying everything you need within you, on you, already. That, of course, doesn't mean that you can't connect with other people. But this, for me, is very much about recognizing your own worth, your own power, your own value, your own strength, all of these beautiful energies. Now, let's get you some words of advice. I feel like maybe that blue one wanted to come out, but I saw this one. I saw it while I was shuffling. Okay, we'll take all of these. I'll just flip these around so that you can enjoy the images while I read this one. Are you feeling a little lost and confused, wondering which direction, if any, to take and questioning what it is that you really want from life? Perhaps it's time to consult your inner child. You know, the one you've kept locked away for ages, the one who holds the essence of the real you. Isn't it time to listen to your heart? And this is the image on this one. Within each of us, there is yin and yang, feminine and masculine, passive and active. To have inner harmony, strive to balance all aspects of who you are. To align with your true nature, love, accept and embrace yourself totally and completely. You are currently too close to see things clearly. Detach a little and you will start to see things from a higher perspective. By emotionally detaching from this situation, a simple solution also becomes clear. There is a way out. I'm just gonna do this. When I saw this, immediately that's what I thought of. There is a way out of your current situation if you are feeling stuck. There is. You're not lost and you're not stuck. You have time to figure out what you want and what you need to do, and that's okay. Take your time. And know that you are very loved and supported on this journey as well. But yes, this is all I have for you, my beautiful pile fours. Let me know if this resonated. If it did not, there could be a message for you in another reading or in another pile. So if you feel called to do so, definitely do check those out. I'm sending you so much love, so much light. Take care and bye.